The college football season is officially here, which means a couple things. More long-form content like this video, and then obviously my predictions, again, like this video. These predictions right here are things that I will be covering in this video, those topics. And we're going to start it off with the 12 teams that I think are going to make the college football playoff at the end of the year. I honestly don't have too many bold predictions for the season. Like, I don't really think Georgia Tech's going to get in there. A lot of people think that. I also just don't like Georgia Tech too much in general. But we're starting it off with my number one overall team. I think it's going to be Penn State. I like Drew Aller a lot. He's my favorite quarterback in college football, or by favorite, I mean I think he's the best. Coming in at number two, I got Texas. I'm not the biggest Arch Manning guy, but I think Texas has the most well-rounded roster in all college football. I think the same kind of goes for Notre Dame as well. Like, CJ Carr is going to be their starting quarterback for the season. I don't think he's going to last the entire season. But at the same time, Notre Dame's roster is insane, which is why I have them coming in as the number 3 overall team at the end of the year. Clemson is insanely loaded. Cade Klubnik comes back for another season in college football. I don't want to put them that high. I hate Clemson as a UNC fan, but Clemson is loaded. I think they're arguably the best team in college football. And yeah, I mean, we got a common theme with a lot of these top 12 teams. I mean, Oregon's going to come in at 5 for me, but like, we don't even know if Dante Moore's going to start a quarterback, but that defense really sells me. And when you look at the offense, and a couple of their star wide receivers are out for the entire season. Like, I want to say Evan Stewart tore his ACL or something like that, but they got Mekhi Hughes. He's one of the best running backs, if not the best running back in college football. Maybe besides Jeremiah Love, that offense is still loaded even with injuries. I'm not big on Ohio State this year, but I have them coming in at number 6. I like their defense a lot, but again, their offense and quarterback leaves a lot of questions. I think Alabama realistically is a top 5 team in college football, but playing in the SEC is so difficult. I think they'll probably end like 9-3 or 10-2. They don't have the easiest schedule, so I think Alabama is going to come in at 7. Amazing news for LSU fans. Garrett Nussmeier is not injured. He's not out for the entire season. That was really what sold me on their season. Like, if he was out, obviously they're not making the playoff, but he is healthy. I think they're going to make it. I think they're going to come in at the 8 seed. A lot of people are saying that South Carolina is not going to be too great this year, saying they're overrated, blah, 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 but I am so high on Lenora Sellers. They are for sure a playoff team. The same goes for Illinois coming in at number 10. I'm a big Luke Altmaier guy. I think they got an amazing team around him. I don't think they're quite as talented as the top teams, but I still think Illinois is top 10. 11 is Arizona State coming in. I think Sam Leavitt's going to have a huge season. I love their coaching staff. Kenny Dillingham, all those guys got an incredible offensive line. Obviously, losing guys like Cam Scatterbo is not great. And there might be some bias, too, because Arizona State is one of my favorite teams in college football. My dad went to Arizona State, so yeah, shout out Arizona State. And then the last team sneaking into the college football playoff, I got Oklahoma. This is a lockdown defense. Tristan Haynes is a beast, former 5-star quarterback. I think he's the best corner in all of college football. That's a hot take right there. I like what they put together, though. I believe they come into the season ranked 18th. I don't know. It's up on the screen right there. What Oklahoma comes into the season. It's like 18 or 19, something like that. But Oklahoma's going to have a big jump, and I think they're going to sneak in there as that 12th team. Some teams that just missed the list. I think Georgia's not going to make it. I just don't trust Gunnar Stockton. There's no way you can convince me that Gunnar Stockton is a QB1 in college football. The guy is just not good. I don't know what to say. And then Miami's another team as well. I don't like Carson Beck. It's not a great team. I think they're going to flop really early on in the college football season. And then another team to watch, I believe, is Tennessee. We move on, though, to my college football playoff picks. Right here, you guys see my full standing projections, what I think is going to happen. And then right here, you also see what I think the first round games are going to be and kind of what the bracket looks like. Let's start it off, though, with the 5 versus 12 game, Oregon and Oklahoma. Obviously, Oregon gets to host this game. They're obviously going to win this game. It is in Autzen Stadium in Eugene. There's no chance Oklahoma wins that game. Oregon will blow them out with that home crowd. And then, yeah, we're going to fly through this. I don't think any away team's going to win. We saw what happened last year with the home team crowds. It's crazy. All of the higher seeds are going to win in round 1. I don't even want to talk about it. So then we get into the second round games. These are not home games. We get 1-seeded Penn State and 8-seeded LSU. This is going to be a fun game. In my opinion, the 2 best quarterbacks in college football battling it out. But Penn State has got a more well-rounded roster. Penn State, the number 1 seed, will win that game. And then I might get some hate for this. I'm going to take Alabama to beat Texas. As I said, Arch Manning year 2 has not played in a big game like this. He'll obviously play Illinois or whoever I said they're going to play in round 1. He'll get that win. But then in a game with much higher stakes, I think Arch Manning is not going to have his best game. And I think Alabama is going to win that one. Notre Dame and Ohio State rematch of the national championship. This time Notre Dame's going to get the win. I don't trust Julian Sam. As I said, I don't even know if he'll be their QB1 at this time of the year. And then Clemson-Oregon's another really evenly matched game. But again, I'm going with the better, more experienced quarterback. I think that comes into play a lot in this year's college football playoff. Cade Klubnik and Clemson will get it done against Oregon. So that sets us up for Penn State, Clemson, and then Alabama and Notre Dame. And this is going to be a very fun ending. I love to say this so much. Penn State is going to beat Clemson. Clemson is not winning the national championship this year. Again, you can make a case for them being the best team in college football. I don't believe it. And then for Notre Dame, Alabama, I think this is where Alabama's road comes to an end. Notre Dame is such a skilled team, and I think they're going to show that them not being in a conference this year is going to be a huge deal. Or what I mean by that is I don't think it matters that they're not in a conference. I think Notre Dame, no matter what, is going to be good. This sets us up, though, for a Penn State-Notre Dame national championship where I gotta go with Penn State. And my Heisman pick, Drew Aller, as I said. And yeah, that also brings me up to my next point. Drew Aller is my Heisman pick. In my opinion, I think I said this in another video, Drew Aller is pretty much just the college version of Josh Allen. Am I wrong on that take? So yeah, there you guys go. That's my Heisman pick, my end of the year standing predictions, my college football playoff pick, and my national champion. I think this is Penn State's year. Last year, they were so close to beating Ohio State, but this is their year. Mark my words, Drew Aller Heisman, Penn State will win the national championship, unless it's not UNC.